things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bearcats offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
Hey, they're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity, so some challenges coming his way for sure.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter.
Found a sim on the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
Oh, he's got some space. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field's...
Touchdown, Bearcats! All of that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
That's reeled in. It's Craven. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab deep. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Bearcats with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Grabbed over the middle at Simmons. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Bearcats are on the move. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete on third down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bearcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Fit it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Goes out of bounds, but not before he takes that return into plus territory at the 47. Offense at an empty set. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Newton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it. Hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He leaves it with the back. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Back to pass, it's Knight. Caught over the middle, it's Kane. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Craven. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got a man, it's Craven. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Henderson. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give from the gun. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. It'll be 4th down from the 36.
Now, 4th down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught with Simmons. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Newton. Release to the back. All by himself. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Ellington. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Trying to do it on They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you're also, field goals aren't 100% this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just trying to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
To the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Newton. Got it in the middle, it's Davidson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Now he's going to break the pocket. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
That's a huge play for the offense because it keeps this thing one possession. They're going to be receiving first in the third quarter, and if they can keep this thing moving, all of a sudden they may have the lead here very soon.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
And the Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Newton. Throws to the back. With the catch, it's Henderson. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Run it with the fullback. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting a tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. I'll bet they'd sign up to start every drive 1st and goal from the 7. A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Jackson. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Newton. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Craven. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Running the red zone, it's Henderson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollock, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You can kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the option. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Finds his man. It's Smith. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Grabbed on the outside. It's Ellington. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Smith.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's looking to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Bearcats! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Robinson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
The short hands, it's Craven. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Right back to the well. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.